Hey guys, my name is Morgan Stevenson, and for exam 4 video 2, I'll be doing option C, which is this hypothetical pathway to create spikes on the ectoderm of the spiny beetle. So this is the normal pathway with everything functioning, and here is the key I'll be using to depict those genes in the pathway. So if you want to, you can pause it here to kind of get a better grip on how that will be looking in a minute or two. So to begin, this first mutation is going to be a dysfunctional P, and it is going to look like this. But so everything will be normal until it gets to that P gene, which will not be present to induce the I gene. And since that I gene is not present, it will not inhibit this K gene. So the K gene will be present. K will inhibit the E, causing no spikes to form. The next mutation is going to be a dysfunctional I, and that is going to be normal up until we get to this I gene. Since this I is not present, it will not inhibit the K. So the K will be present to inhibit the E, causing no spikes to form. And then this next one is going to be the first double mutation. So there will be no I to inhibit the K. So the K is present to inhibit the E if it was there, but since there is no E, there will be no spikes to form regardless. So no matter what happens, this double mutation will cause no spikes to form. And then the last one is an S and K that are not functioning. So this one actually will create spikes, but there will be no S to induce the P. And since there's no P, it will not induce the I. And there will be no I to block the K, but the K isn't present, meaning that the E will be present to induce the spikes to form. So the last thing, why not all the cells on the ectoderm for the beetle? So protection versus mobility. Presumably the spikes are for protection, but if they are on every cell, it will create maybe some mobility problems for the beetle, which would be detrimental. And if there are spikes on all of the ectoderm cells for the spiny beetle, then it could not only hurt predators, but it could hurt the animal itself, kind of poke itself. And then ventral versus dorsal, if the beetle is on the ground, a predator can only get it from the dorsal side, so it does not need spikes on the ventral side because that is where the ground is, and no predator can get it from there. But thanks for watching.